No, it's not the problem. That's not the problem because we believe in another miracle that you guys don't believe in.
No, that actually comes from Christian sources. Muhammad took it from Christian sources. Jesus speaking as a baby.
That's another thing. I don't get it. But well, basically, you know a lot about Islam, so you probably know that the Prophet Muhammad was illiterate. How could he take from other?
The fact that the Quran, the stories of the Bible characters are so confused shows he wasn't reading, he was hearing it orally, which is why he confused them. That actually proves he's illiterate. That didn't help your case.
Yeah. He couldn't read them to confirm it.
Exactly. That actually is an argument against the Quran, not for the Quran. It shows that.
So you're basically saying that it might be that Muhammad who wrote, who is the
no, I didn't say right.
author of the Quran.
I didn't say right. No, I said that Muhammad was hearing stories, and then he would recite those stories, which is exactly what they accused him of. And they accused him of that in chapter 16, verse 102. If he opens up the Quran, and they even give the name of the people whom he learned from. He learned from Jews and Christians. They even named them. The Muhammad used to listen to Jews and Christians.
So he knows the Torah and the Angel.
No, he didn't know the Torah.
He only knows the stories.
No, he heard people reciting stories, sharing stories orally that they were from memory, and then when he heard them, he then confused them, which is actually proof he wasn't reading the Bible. He was hearing people and thinking it's a Bible. Here, 16:102. Start at 16:101 and 16:102, because then you're going to see 16:101, 16. Yeah.
And when we put a revelation in place of a revelation, and Allah knows best what He reveals, they say, "Lo, you are but inventing." Most of them know not.
Now read that.
Basically talking about Nasr.
Well, no, hold on. We're going to get to the next. I'm going to show you the commentators. They're going to give you the context, saying that he's lying and inventing because people are telling him stuff. And the Quran says, no, he didn't make it up. Because why? The people that supposedly taught him spoke a foreign language, but this is Arabic. So you're going to read 102 and 103 to get the context. 102.
Say, the Holy Spirit has delivered it from your Lord with truth, that it may confirm those who believe, and as a guidance and good tidings for those who have surrendered.
Now, in 103, they call him a forger, but now watch the response.
And we know well that they say only a man teaches him. The speech of him at whom they falsely hint is outlandish, and this is clear Arabic speech.
Now, that's the part I want you to focus on. Supposedly they're saying, he's making him up. What is it?
That's the disbelievers who say.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to give you the names of the people that your sources admit he was learning from. I'm going to wait. Yasser, we'll get there. But I want you to understand what is being said. You make up you're making stuff up, Muhammad. You're inventing because you say, do this, and tomorrow you change your mind. No, it's the Holy Spirit who's telling me. No, we know who's telling you. Some guy is teaching you. We know who he is. No, he can't be teaching because he's telling me in another language. This is Arabic. Now, let's see the names. Open up Tafsir Jalalain on 16:103. They even tell you the people, what their names were.
Go ahead and read that for me, Sam.
All right. And verily, we know they say it is only a human that is teaching the Quran. This was a Christian blacksmith whom the Prophet used to frequent. Your scholars are admitting he was being taught by Christians. Right there, the two Jalals. This was a Christian blacksmith whom the Prophet used to frequent, used to visit him. God the Exalted says, the tongue, the language of him, to whom they refer, to whom they incline, that is the one teaching him is foreign, meaning, well, this man was Syriani, he was my people. While this Quran,
you just debunked Christianity here.
No, I didn't.
It's over, Sam.
You're basically saying that it is a Christian who is making him learn, who is teaching him things, and he told him that Jesus is not God.
No, this Christian never said to Muhammad, Jesus is not God. What Muhammad is doing is he's hearing the stories. You want to finish the point? You want to talk over me? It's up to you. I want to prove to you that the Christians were telling Muhammad Jesus is God because your prophet made the mistake of quoting the Christians, proving Jesus is God, because he's a mistake. Your religion's a mistake. I'll get there. But I want you to catch here, your sources, which you ran from, admit that Muhammad was being taught by Christians. Do you agree with your sources before you change the subject?
This is.
Do you agree?
I would read Ibn al-Kathir. I'm not really.
Okay. Let's see what Ibn Kathir says. Go ahead. Show me Ibn Kathir. All right. Allah tells us about the idolaters' lies, allegations, slander when they claimed the Quran, which Muhammad recited for them, which Muhammad had recited and was actually taught them by human. They referred to a foreign, non-Arab man who lived among them as a servant of some of the clans of Quraysh. So even Ibn Kathir, he tells you there was a man who lived among them who was not Arab and used to sell goods by as-safa. Maybe Messenger of Allah used to sit with him sometimes and talk to him a little. But he was a foreigner who did not know much Arabic. Only enough simple phrases to answer questions when he had to. So in refutation of the claims of fabrication, Allah said, the tongue of the man who they refer to. So they're telling you there's a man, but he wasn't Arabic by tongue. He was another nationality.
Correct.
Meaning, how could it be that this Quran, with its eloquent style and perfect meanings, which is more perfect than any book? Yeah, right. Anyway,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Do you understand? They're telling you he did meet Christians and he did learn from them. Do you accept that at least?
I do.
You say it again?
I do.
Good. All right. But you understand why this argument cannot be from God? Because this argument makes no sense. You don't need me for me to speak to you in Arabic, for you to hear me in English, and then you go back and recite what I said to you in Arabic.
Wait. You're playing a lot of
okay, well, hold on. Repeat what I said. What was my argument?
That's what I told you to wait. I didn't hear you.
Okay, let me repeat it again.
A lot of words.
Are you hearing me in English right now?
Yeah.
Can you then take what you hear from me in English and then say it in Arabic to someone who speaks Arabic?
I would probably do, but it's not.
Yeah, you just destroyed your Quran. Because your Quran said there's no way Muhammad can be learning from the Christian, because that Christian is not Arab, but the Quran is Arabic. That is as stupid as me saying to you, well, no, you can't take what you hear me saying in English and repeating in Arabic. That's the logic of your God. Makes no sense.
Okay, no problem. It will make sense. I hope I will explain myself very well, because there is a difference between Arabic and the Arabic of the Quran. The Prophet Muhammad والسلام, he couldn't read and he couldn't write. At that time, the people were the best at the Arabic language, and they never suspected him of writing the book, because they knew that.
Are you lying to me? Chapter 25, verses 4 to 6 of the Quran. Are you lying to me, or you don't know the Quran? I'm going to show you that the Quran says the people at Muhammad's time said he's a joke and a liar, and he's having people write it down for him.
I said that they knew him, that he couldn't read nor write in Arabic.
What has that got to do with them saying Muhammad is reciting fairy tales that he has people write it down for him? What part of that are you not getting? So you appeal to the people. Guys, he appealed to the people at Muhammad's time. The Quran says the people said, you're a liar, you're Majnoon, you're crazy. Oh, but no, we don't take the word. Here, let's see what they said. Those who disbelieve say, this is not but a lie that he hath invented. So you said the people, right? The Quran is telling you what the people said. This is not but a lie that he hath invented, and other folk have helped him with it, so that they have produced a slander and a lie. Now watch. And they say fables. He's reciting fairy tales, myths of the men of old, which he hath had written down.
Written down, exactly.
Okay, buddy, do you understand my argument, or are you lying again? What was my argument?
What I said that they.
What was my argument?
You could go back. I said literally they didn't suspect him of writing.
That was not my argument. What was my argument? Let's see if you're honest and you fear God. Fear Allah. What was my argument?
Your argument about what?
See, exactly. Can you pretend to listen? I said in the beginning, the Quran is proof that your prophet is illiterate. It's recorded. Why? Because if he was literate, he wouldn't make these mistakes and embarrass himself. But I said he was hearing these stories, and then he was repeating them orally. And you just proved my point. You didn't refute me, you refuted yourself.
Okay.